Hi everybody, this is Wendy. Thank you for coming to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I have had a stressful week. My heater was on the blitz and 20-degree weather, and it's just been horribly cold. But finally I'm got an extra heater going, and I'm back to it. It's bad when you can see your breath in your room. So I know and then in the next couple days, it's supposed to be like 5 degrees, and it's awful. Anyway, I am playing around with a text block, and basically, a text block is the book of pages that you remove when you remove a book cover, and you have these book pages left over. And I have quite a few of these, and I try to use up what I can, when I make tags and stuff. And I thought, well, it's time for a late night crafting with Wendy while I'm working on these. So I had a couple ideas, and the first one is I want to make a little kind of like a tag holder. So basically I pulled out 1, 2, 3, 4. I pulled out 4 sheets of just book pages, and I'm doing this, I'm filming as I'm doing this, so I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm assuming you can use whatever size book pages you have. So mine is, I don't know, mine's like 5.5 by 7. So, in case you want to know that. So, and then I have a couple, okay, so I had a paper pad. Let me get it out here. These little, what are these? 4.5 by 6.5. And this was a paper pad that I got that just crazy, just some crazy cardstock. So I thought, St. Patty's Day is coming up, and I thought I'd do, some crazy greens, for, like a Happy Meal. So and these are sparkly, so it's kind of fun to kind of use these up. Now, you guys know I don't have a printer, so I don't print out digitals or anything like that. If I had a printer, and I probably would, but my scrap paper is kind of like my digitals. So I have scrap pads that I try to, paper pad, scrapbooking paper that I try to use up. And I haven't been doing that lately, so I thought, well, let's try this and see how it goes. So those are I got 3, 4, 5 things I'm going to try to use, and some book pages. So the first thing I'm going to do is the cover, and I'm going to just fold it in half. And right now I'm going to leave the torn edge on, because I like that. I like that look. Oops. And also, I have a whole stack of scrap stuff over here, so I'm going to try to use up some scrap paper, just bits and bobs, and kind of see how that works. And also, I'm going to get out my green distressed oxide. This is pine needles. So we're going to play around with some green, because I'm kind of skipping over, I'm kind of skipping over the whole Valentine thing. Not that I have a problem with it. It's just my brother's birthday is he's a Valentine's baby. February 14th. He's a Valentine's baby. But yeah, I do like St. Patty's Day. There's always something about being able to pinch or smack somebody that's not wearing green, I don't know. So I'm just gonna go ahead into St. Patty's Day. Plus I had the green scrapbooking paper. So what I'm doing is I'm going to ink the edges of this, and this basically is kind of like the cover, and apparently I didn't do a good job folding it evenly, did I? Let's try that again. Because it was off. Okay. And you know me, you know I like to ink. Lots and lots and lots of inking. But not too much. Well, you know me. I don't know. Maybe more than enough. So, you'll have to let me know what everybody's been up to. I feel like I've been gone. Well, I've been gone for what? I think it's 4 days since my last video. So I feel like I'm out of the loop. But when you're cold, you're cold. You can't. I was like 3 layers deep. And my poor little doggy, she had on her fleece jacket. It was just horrible, horrible, horrible. Not a fan of the cold. Alright, and I think I'm going to use one of these as a cover. Not quite sure. I guess I can... I had one more. Here, let's see. That's kind of bright. Or we could do... It has a lot of sparkle to it, don't it? Let's do this one. So, let me get rid of the white edge. That's one thing about paper. What I like to do, and here's a tip that in case you guys are curious, sometimes I don't like having a stark white background, so I'll use watercolors, cheap old Crayola watercolor kids section. Sometimes it's in the toy section, and I just do a light, like I did it on this one. This one was like, and I just watercolored it just to get rid of the whiteness. And I do that a lot with some of my scrapbook paper. I'll also coffee dye it just to age it and, you know, give it some not so new look. Alright, so let's see how this works out. This should be a good size. So I'm going to fold this. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is this will be the cover, but do I want to put, I wanted to put some green ribbon. So if you have ribbon or, I don't know why I have tape on this. So if you have ribbon or string or whatnot, this would probably be the time to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half. Oh, I probably should have told you how, let's see, 2 pieces that are, let's see, 8.5 inches. So I have, oops, where did it go? 2 pieces that are 8.5 inches. So what I'll do is I'll glue it like this and glue the other one like this. So then that will be the tie. So how I'm gonna glue it, you see? Well, first I'm gonna cover it in my glue stick, and then right to the edges, and then I guess I will get my tacky glue. Let's kind of go where I want the... I don't think it needs much since really it's going on a book page. So I'll just kind of make sure I got those even. Ah, it's all sticking now. Put it on. Okay, now I think there's a... I'm just gonna put that right over. I'm leaving the book page frame, if you guys can see what I'm doing. Just because I want it to be known that I'm using book pages. Or at least that's my challenge to myself, is to use up some book pages. Alright, I'm going to try to make sure. Okay. Alrighty, isn't that cute? And that was just a simple... Okay. So, next question is, I need to put an inner layer in just to make it a little sturdier. But I think I can add just another sheet. Another book page sheet. And I think that'll be stiff enough for what I want to use it for. So, let's see. I'm gonna go all the way to the edges. And by all means, if you guys want to sew it on with a sewing machine, please do. I would, but I thought I'd just try it out because it's kind of like a prototype kind of thing. So, yeah, I think adding just an extra book page will be plenty. Will be plenty for what I'm looking to do. And if you don't have any inks, you got crayons, markers, colored pencils, you know, use that to decorate the edges with. Okay. All right. Now let's fold this again. All right. Now, we have a little book cover going. Gonna give that a chance to, well, I might as well do the pockets. Okay, so my thing is either it'll be a mixture, I guess, because I want to make some tags out of this as well as making tags out of the book pages, but I also want to do pockets as well. So let's see here. I can do a little front. Let's see. I don't want it to go all the way to the crease because you want to have it room for, so about, I want to clip it here. Let me cut that. Hopefully I cut a straight line. Alright, and then I'll probably go down this far. So just enough to make a little side pocket here. So I'm going to do a pocket here, but you know me, I like to round my corners. And I think I'm going to do a curved, okay, so like if I wanted to do like a curved edge here, what I'll do is I will fold it, but I won't crease it, okay? I'm not creasing it. So, what I'll do is maybe try to follow the curve that I have. Let's see, how did that turn out? Huh, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, so green upon green. This is gonna be all greens and blues. Some a little fun and different. Maybe we'll put some flowers in. If I can stick with green trees and green plants. All right, so we'll glue this in, and this will be a pocket. All right. I'll go ahead and get the cover done, and then I'll lay the cover down and put something hard on it so it'll firm up. And right now I'm just using my Eileen's tacky glue. But you can use whatever. It's nothing fancy. All right. Kind of put it straight. All right. So there's a little side pocket here. And I guess for this back one, we can do a different type of pocket that'll show it a little fuller. And I think I only need and then, okay, at least they'll be matching. We want them to match, or at least semi-match. Okay. Let's see here. This will be almost like a tuck pocket. we'll see how it goes. All right. All right, so I've got the 2 pockets. Okay, so I got the cover and the 2 pockets. So what I'll do is I'll put that, oops, under my board so it can dry flat. All right, so next I'm only using two sheets. Am I in frame? What's the deal here? Why does it keep... I don't know what's going on with my camera. Please ignore the technical issues. Anyway, I'm going to use 2 sheets. So, the first page, we're going to fold. And let me make sure I get it nice and even. All right, so this will be the page. And remember, I'm basically, each page is going to have a pocket so you can put a tag in. So basically, you can play around with different pocket types. So let's say I want to do here. So I'm just taking the corner of a book page and I'm folding it down like this, and then I'm bringing one edge over probably the width. Oh, let me cut off the so, and make sure you leave yourself a little spot here where the spine, you know, where you have to put in the spine and, you know, sew it in. So here would be, so then I would flip this corner. See what I did there? So I just flip this corner over so it's even. Okay, so then what you do is cut the bottom off where the short, so you cut this off here. All right, so then what you'll have is a pocket here and then a small little pocket here. So, of course, I've got to ink it green. Green, green, green. And I'll have to dig in and see if I have anything. I don't think I have anything St. Patty's Day, but maybe I'll have some stencils that I can play around with. This is something you can kind of just experiment with some of the stuff you have, you know. So like maybe kind of really won't see much of the inside part here because, oh look, I got a scrappy strip of something. Well, we'll use that for some. Okay, so I'll just use my glue stick. So what I'll do, I'll kind of like pop it open and glue it to it. And then this, I'll have to use my basically all you're going to do is just glue this bottom part down here. So you get the little flap. I think my glue, all my glue is frozen. Ugh. Hope I didn't mess up my glue when it got so cold. You know what I mean? Either it'll get too hot in the summer and my glue seems like it just melts, especially my glue stick, and then it gets too cold, everything's frozen. So, all right. So here is my, okay, so my book page will go in like this. So, and glue my book page down to there. So what I'll do is I'll glue it on the bottom, on, you know, all the corners. And if your book pages are too flimsy, glue a couple pages together. You know, what else are you going to do with your book pages? Glue them together, make them sturdier if you need to. So, let's see. All right, so here is the pockets for the first page. So we'll do tags in another. Where am I at? I'm almost at the 30-minute mark. Well, surely I can well, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of wanting a fun corner pocket. Well, actually, I can do a regular, which one do I want to do? Let's do this one. So, normally I like, or do I like that side? I think I like this side. Okay, so what I'll do here, I like to at least go up half the page. And mark that. Hopefully I can cut a straight line. Still, I need to shave off a little more. Okay, let's see here. So halfway up the page, and then, let's see, I want to do it there. So we'll put in a fun little full pocket here, and I have a, hold on, I have a puncher, a thumb punch. I don't have many punches, but the punches I do, I have that punch. So I'll just punch out. And I'm eyeballing it. I'm eyeballing it. Okay. So we'll put that there. Oops. But gotta have the green theme on my book pages. And then let me get rid of the white edges of my scrapbook paper. So what I'll probably do tag-wise, like, since this is a book page pocket, I'll probably make tags out of my paper, my scrapbook paper, because I'm trying not to have any additional leftover scraps. And then on, like, my scrapbook paper pockets, I'll make book page tags. So, all right, let's glue this one down. Ooh, and I think we need an envelope pocket next. Like I said, you can pretty much play around with all the different types of pockets. It's a great way to, you know, see, have a, you know, try things out. Okay. All right, so we've got book page pocket, first page. Next page is a full pocket. And next page after that. Let's fold this. Okay, like I said, I'm only using 2 pages. Because I think that's all you're going to be able to fit if you're going to put tags on every page. Because I want to make it either so it's thin enough to go into your journal or to go into an envelope and you can, you know, mail Happy Mail with it. Okay, so this side. All right, since I did a scrapbooking page there, let's use another book page. Oh, look, this has an image on it. I can use that. So let me get one that doesn't have. All right, so how I do this. Oh, you guys are going to get tired of me inking with my green. I can't help it. I can't help it. Okay. Where's my... Maybe I can ink it later. We'll see. I'll probably add a little vintage photo too, just to give it some... Alright, so this is the second page. So it would be like this. So you open it up, there's one, and then here's your next page. Here's the center, and you got this one, and then the end with the... Alright, so this page. So let me move this. I'm going to just lay this over on the side here so I keep it folded so I know what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm thinking it needs like an envelope pocket. So kind of how I'm going to do this. Let's see if I stay in frame. So I just use another book page and I lay it down and I fold them in together until I get the width I want. So like I'll lay this first one down. Oops. Okay, and then I'll come back here with this one to see how far I need to come in from the spine. Just as long as they overlap. Okay. So that's going to be how it is. And then I'm just going to fold it up. Not even well, at least try to fold it straight, Wendy. Okay, so not, you know, not even a 1/2 inch. I don't know, maybe it's a 1/2 inch. Yeah, I just folded it up at a 1/2 inch. So I haven't been looking at my screen. So if my video's going in and out, I am sorry. I don't know. I just seen it flicker. I don't know what it's doing. Oh my goodness. Anyway, okay, let's get back to what we're doing. I'm trying to fly through this pretty quick here. All right, so I just folded it up a little. And then what I'll do is I'll fold this down more like 1 inch. But I have an idea for that. Okay, so I folded that down and this down. So then what you do, you open it up, okay, and you want to cut off the edge squares. So this square here, this square here, that square there, that square there. So and you have the fold lines to follow. So, and you might need to shave it off a little bit more so when it folds, so when that bottom piece folds up, there's enough little giveaway there so you're not crinkling up your paper. And then I will go ahead and do the top. I don't know, maybe we can do something with these little, I don't know, we'll see. All right, so, all right, let me put it back. So then, what you do is if you want to ink it now before you glue it down, which I'll just do a little along this, because I'll probably put some stickers or some napkins on it to decorate it. I don't know, or maybe I'll just leave it like it is. Who knows? Who knows? All right, and then we're gonna make it, I kind of want to just make it look kind of rough looking. So, all right, so the first thing you do, so you can remove this, your folded page. So where it overlaps, you need to glue it where it overlaps. So I'll just fight my glue again. Ugh. It's not like it's even sitting there for that long. Kind of smear this one out. All right, so we'll fold. So you glue that down, and then the little bottom flap. Now you can do a few things. Normally, I would cut these at an angle. So like, you know, clip it at an angle here and here so it kind of has some shape. But I like the square look for this one, so I'm just going to leave it square like this. And but that's like totally your preference. That's just a preference thing. Normally I do, but for this one, I want to leave this one square. All right, so you glue the bottom. Now, oh boy. If you notice, I'm leaving that torn. I'm shedding, I got a hair. All right, I'm leaving that torn flap here. And, all right, so what I like to do for just for this one, this line here, normally you would use a punch to punch out a loop or whatever. I am going to just tear it just a little like this, not much. And of course I tore the back of it. Okay, if you see, that's about all I tore. And then I will ink. Okay, so this way you can, what I'm thinking is you can either leave it open So you glue it down on the page, but this flap, don't glue that flap down unless you want it glued down. Otherwise, I'm thinking I'm going to just close the flap and put a little sticker there to close the envelope. That's what I'm thinking, at least. So basically, I'll fold the flap down, flip it over so I don't accidentally glue it. And then doesn't need much. Let's smear it out some. All right, let's lay it on our book page. Okay. So now we have a little kind of like an faux envelope. All right, so book page pockets, scrapbook pocket, a fun envelope, which I will put a sticker to close that. All right, and then now we have the centerpiece, and I'm thinking I want to put a few like note cards. So I'm thinking belly bands, maybe. Where's my... I got stuff sticking to it. So maybe, or maybe I'll do this. All right, so I'm going to tear off so it gives it a rougher edge. And then let me go ahead and fold this in half. All right, so, and remember, you're going to have to give this time to dry. If, might need if it's too thin, like I said, you can glue another piece of paper to it. And I'm wondering if I should, since that's going to have some weight to it. And then this, I probably will. So we'll go ahead and glue another sheet to this one. Even though they'll probably dry pretty good. These papers aren't, my book pages for this book isn't too thin, but when you put wet glue on it, you know what happens. But we'll see how it dries. All right, let's see how. And of course, I shifted the darn thing. That's okay. That's okay. All right, so I just glued another piece of paper on. So then for the center, I am thinking let me cut. All right, So they'll get sewed in here. So then basically I just need to glue the sides. And I think I'll round maybe the bottoms, because this is more of a torn edge here. Okay. I'm liking it. What do you guys think? Are you guys doing it? Are you gonna try it? Let's get rid of the white. White edges. Don't let me forget. Okay. Let's see. Let me put all right, so question is, make sure we get it glued in there right on the spine. All right, so I got to go to the top. And the bottom. That's one side, but let me smooth it out some. Then I'll fold that over onto it. And then do the other side. It's easier just to fold it over onto it. So all right, let's see. All right, so now I have two side pockets. And I'm sure you can, we'll see how thick it gets after we add this stuff to it. Okay. Now, I probably need to let this dry a little. Okay, so basically what we got going on now. Okay, so we have book page pocket, scrapbook pocket, book page. This will be scrap. This will be book page, and this will be scrap. Okay, so while I'm letting this kind of dry, let me stick that under there so it can finish. This one needed, what did I say, a book page, right? Okay, so what kind of pocket can we do here? It looks like I need a other book page. Let's see how we could do. Like I know. Well, we haven't really truly done like a all right, I'm thinking here. Sorry, folks. Ooh, look at all that white space. That's writing space. Hold on. All right. So this is, boy, I think I'm scrapbook, book page. I'm confused. What did I just say? Okay. So it's a scrapbook. This is a book page. Oh, this needs to be a scrapbook page because it's here. All right. That needs to be a scrapbook page. So we could do, I wanted this for a tag. So let's use some of this. So maybe, should we do a little flip? Actually, if I put it this way and have a little, thankfully there's enough of a, all right, so I put it like this, it'll open up, and maybe, let's see here. So we're gonna cut it there. Where did I just say? Oh, I think it's getting a little too late for me. Okay. So, and we put a tab here. I wonder if, oh no, I have that left over. Here we go. Let's see. That'll work as a tab. Okay, so how, if you don't have a punch, I have a punch, but it's just for this since it's scraps. So I have a front and a back, So I just put them together, and I will do my own cut. You can do whatever shape you want. You can just, you know, cut angles, curve them, whatever you want to do. And then, yes, it's back to inking. You get both sides. All right, and I like to put these on before I do anything else. I'm gonna put it right up top. And then the other one. match it. Okay. Whew. Now we have a fun little tab, which we can always decorate later. Okay. So now the question is, isn't that cute? I love that. All right. So it'll flip open. And what do we want here? We can put a little sentiment here, or a fun little, well, this is kind of my, what did I say? My, what am I trying to say? My St. Patty's Day. But let's see here. What do I have? I have some, like I said, I have scraps. Plenty of scraps. This is kind of pretty. What's left over of my napkin. I just can cover the whole inside with that. That'll be cute. All right, let's do that. Because, you know, I like to use up my scraps. I have to use up my scraps. Yeah, that'll be pretty. Okay, so what I'll do with that, since I'm not Mod Podging it, I am using my glue stick. I guess I can go a little over the, okay, and try not to wrinkle it too bad. Cute, 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 cute. Normally I can I don't know, you guys. For prototype, I'm really digging this. Where am I at? Oh man, I'm gonna be at an hour. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a part 2 for the tags so we can figure out our tag situation here. Darn. Okay, so if you guys are doing this along with me, because it looks like I'm gonna have to end my filming. All right, so once you get that there, and then you have, oh, look how pretty. I love this. Okay, so we have to glue this down. Well, I'll wait. Okay, so let me just, as we continue on, ugh, I hope I'm being able to get this all on there. Let me pull out. Okay. How, so, this one needed a, oh, and that was going in here. So we still have to do a book page pocket on here, and then something here. Okay, so after you finish fixing your pocket pages, okay, then of course you're going to want to sew them in and 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So 3 holes, Very simple. And you can either leave the ties from the inside or you can leave them on the outside and put a little charm on there. So I'm going to leave you at that point. So if you're going to do this and you're doing it along with me, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, my part 2 will work on filling it up with tags, you know, and the whatnot. And I'll show you what other pocket I have here. Oh boy, I didn't realize I took up an hour. Okay, so that's what we have going on so far. I'm calling it, I guess, Tag Booklet. A tag booklet. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me late at night.